show. I'm Amy Scalia, and I'm here with Molly Wellman and Eileen Ross, and we have a fabulous show for you this week, and it's going to be all about fashion and fabulosity. We've got a couple little changes. We'll explain those later. Actually, right now, do you want to talk about what changed?
We were thinking we were going to have Mo Rouse from Mannequin this week, and she'll actually be on in a couple of weeks, but we were very fortunate to have some of the designers that are busily getting ready for Cincinnati Fashion Week call and say that they could join us this week last minute.
Yeah.
So we are excited to have them on in our next segment. So that made me think, let's talk a bit about fashion today. Yeah. And first we'll let Molly get started with our cocktail, of course, because you know we can't have it. She's throwing citrus everyone. It's that kind of show. Do we need that line on the floor? Because we have the 5-second one.
No, it's cool.
What are we drinking today, Molly?
We're drinking it's a hibiscus daiquiri. Daiquiris were invented in Cuba for miners. We're using rum. I made hibiscus syrup.
Miners, not like
miners,
the guys
not miners, like miners.
children.
You know, like miners that dig for gold and stuff. Oh my goodness.
Miners.
Yeah.
Right, daiquiris. Okay, go on.
So the daiquiri isn't really always the original daiquiri. You didn't make it in a blender. It was served in an up drink, and it wasn't overly sweet. It was more balanced. So lime, rum, hibiscus syrup. Boom.
Yum. And
That's
while you're
very good.
doing that, I'm going to start. We are so lucky. We have edamame dip from Fork Heart Knife, and if you they're closing on May the 5th, and we're very sad about that. But Sierra Lomer, the chef from Fork Heart Knife, has assured me that she is busily working on plans for her next chefy move.
Ooh,
Good.
that's
So
exciting.
She is not leaving the Cincinnati community. She is just working on her next plan. So luckily, she made some edamame dip for us. So
I cannot wait
I
to
know, I
eat
love
this.
this. Is my
It
favorite.
looks
This is
so
like her
good.
favorite, and we're gonna have the recipe posted on our website because this is like everybody's favorite.
And edamame is actually really, really good for you. It's
Really good.
soybeans, right?
I know.
It is soybeans. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna shake.
So good. You can take while I'm
All
gonna
right,
eat.
you guys eat.
I'm eating. So good.
I love.
Okay, so fashion, no, and these are not the fashion rules we talked about before that you're going to get a fashion ticket for, so don't worry about that. But fashion rules like the ones you've always heard about, like myths, I guess, like can redheads wear red? Like you're kind of a redhead. I always think of you as a redhead.
I know, everybody does.
Do you wear red?
No, I mean, I do wear red. Yeah, I wear every color except I don't want to look good in yellow, so I don't wear yellow. And I can't wear patterns because I look like a circus.
Well, that's
Yeah.
different than that's like the not. I don't know if that's an old-fashioned myth, but.
Well,
But do you think redheads can wear red? Like I was always brought up thinking, okay, cheers. I was
Cheers.
It
always
depends
brought up
on
hearing.
what kind of red.
Exactly.
Some are more of an auburn.
Right.
So.
And what about the whole wearing white before Memorial Day and after Labor Day?
Oh,
Well, as you saw with Night in White, lots of white.
Right. I'm struggling with that because I'm of the era that you didn't wear white before Memorial Day and after Labor Day.
You know what? I don't think that there's rules anymore.
No.
I think do what you want, do what makes you feel good, do what makes you look good.
exactly.
Yeah, because otherwise you are getting, if you're not looking good,
Right.
you are getting a ticket.
Right.
If you don't if you don't feel good in what you're wearing either, then you're not going to look good, no matter what you're wearing.
What about do you think that you can mix patterns? Because I see
Yes,
some people that do
definitely.
it really well, and some people I am thinking circus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
try, but I'm not very good at. I don't wear a lot of patterns to begin with, but some people do wear patterns well, and some mix patterns well, and some don't so much.
I think there's only if I wear Betsy Johnson, I can wear patterns. Like her patterns for some reason go for girls who have tattoos. But there are a lot of things like plaid. For some reason, I wear plaid unless it's like flannel or something, and I look like a complete circus. Like it's just so much going on. So
It's actually very much in style to be mixing patterns.
yeah.
A lot of people, I don't personally because I don't feel like I can pull it off very well, and I don't feel like it looks very good on me. But I have seen a lot of people be able to mix and match like like more of a flannel type look or that, or even like gingham and like an animal print. I've seen a lot of fashion bloggers do and pull off really well. And paisley is very in. So I don't know. It just it all depends on what makes you feel good and look good. And I think that if you've got those things checked off, then it's in style. And break the rules if you need to.
I mean, they have to break the rules to make fashion anyway, right?
That's true. Yeah, because, well, and a lot of times things just keep coming back, but they're
Right.
subtly different. Like you were telling me a couple weeks ago that the high-waisted trousers are
Right.
subtly different than the mom jeans.
It's
Mhm.
definitely.
So there is, does always seem to be a
Right.
slight difference. And when I was growing up, older women, unless they were hippies, because yeah, I am that old, didn't really have long hair.
Okay.
And now, I mean, I'm in my 40s and I have longer hair, but I see so many other women like Demi Moore have long hair, and I don't feel like that's out
Right.
of fashion.
No,
No,
not at all.
no. I mean, in a couple of years, I'll be 40, believe it or not. I know. And I want to have long hair. I
Yeah.
don't want to have short hair again.
Yeah.
I
I'm
can
actually
help
growing out my hair.
it. Yeah, so
Just
am
trying
I.
to-
Yay!
Race. Well, we haven't cheers yet. To
Oh my
the-
goodness!
Yes,
Yeah, cheers.
We can choose
did?
again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having memory
No, I
issues.
do the same every day.
And what about the metals, like mixing and matching metals? Like,
I think it
you used
depends.
to never be able to mix silver and gold, and I see that mixed in the jewelry itself
Yeah,
now, which I
That's
love.
right. Yeah, I think a lot of the jewelry that's in fashion right now is like a lot of different things
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the one chain, you know?
Yeah.
And it's all different kinds of metals, all different kinds of beads, all kinds of different things.
I'm
So
not wild
it's-
about the feathers coming out of the hair, though. I've
It
seen
depends.
that.
I have a friend actually. We should have her on sometime. Her name's Marisa, and she does these amazing hair pieces with feathers.
Cool.
But it really goes with the hair. It's
Mhm.
very unique and very cool. So I think there's a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it
Yeah.
with feathers.
Well, probably as with anything else.
Yeah.
A subtle
Mm-hmm.
bit of it is
Right,
okay.
yeah.
But when you go overboard and you look like Pocahontas, stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a little different.
That's
yeah.
a little much.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, I'm like looking at you, and I just
I
love
know.
that top. Where'd you get it?
Well,
Amazing.
my chic share for the week is, and I probably still have bags under my eyes, is I went last week to the Stuff It All in a Bag sale at the Paris J Boutique.
I love that place.
For $100. If you have not been to that sale, ladies, you need to. I know there's a whole, you're going to explain the whole thing, what we
Yeah.
need to do, but that is the most beautiful boutique in Montgomery and the most amazing sale. You can take anything, literally, she gives you a shopping bag and you stuff it all in a bag. And luckily I had my daughter Cameron with me because she's really good at rolling everything in and stuffing it in. Stuff everything you can in a bag and it's $100.
And between you and your daughter,
We each got a bag, so that was $200. We walked away with $4,000 worth of stuff.
that's
That's
amazing.
amazing.
That is amazing. And Teresa is giving us a $100 gift certificate
Yeah.
to
Nice.
one lucky viewer.
Yeah,
And the lucky viewer needs two, because I always get this mixed up together.
absolutely. So we have a $100 gift certificate, and what you need to do is go to Paris J Boutique's Facebook page, and you need to like it. And then you go to the Cincy Chic Facebook page, which can be found at facebook.com/Cincy Chic. And you need to post on our wall, I love the Cincy Chic show. And at 5 p.m. this Friday, we're going to select one random winner and participant, and that person will be winning the $100 gift
Yeah,
certificate.
we're making this tough. This is a valuable prize.
Yeah,
this is
very
valuable.
So,
I wish I could win.
So that's my, no, you can't win.
I know.
So that's my chic share for the week. Molly, what's your chic
Well, I
share
have
for the
this
week?
amazing. I have a very good friend. She comes into the bar a lot, and I met her and her husband, and they're both wonderful. They actually own the Wood and Nickel, which is a
Oh,
antique.
cool.
Yeah, really
That's nice.
amazing people. They really are. But she gave me this sweater,
Aw.
and it's so pretty. It's from the 30s. Has gorgeous appliques on it, and it fits like a glove. It's in almost perfect condition. I mean, with any kind of vintage
Right,
clothing,
Considering
you
we're
get
going to
a
be
bit-
doing our vintage show.
yeah, exactly.
little
So it
sneak
kind of
peek.
goes into it. But I mean, I have a lot of vintage. I try to collect as much as possible and vintage-esque things. But this is one of my favorite things right now, and I have been wearing it. But you know, like with everything special, you're like, it's like ice cream. You want to save it for something special. But I love it. It's so pretty, and I'm so grateful and thankful that she gave
That's-
it to
I
me.
love it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Miss Amy.
Yeah, well, this doesn't look like much, but it is a really cool chic share. This is a purse hook, and I went and got a handbag.
It's a purse hook.
Purse hook. Well, I'll explain where I got it first. I got it at poshpurse.com, and I got a handbag. And with each handbag that you buy on that website, they give you one of these really cool purse hooks. And what it does, I'm going to show you. So you're at the bar, and like I have a white handbag right now, and so you don't want it to get dirty or gross, or you're at a restaurant or something, so you just get out your purse hook and you just put it on the counter, and then so imagine that this is the counter, and you put your handbag right here, and it hooks on. You don't get your handbag dirty
Or stolen. That's a brilliant
that's a
idea.
great
And so
idea.
each one of these, and it comes in a really cool bag, and then you get one of these purse hooks with each handbag that you buy. So she's got some really cool stuff to look at on poshpurse.com.
That's
And it's a local woman who owns it here in Cincinnati.
Great.
So.
I love that.
Mhm.
That's fantastic.
Fabulous. Well, if you didn't know, you of course are all already fans of Cincy Chic, but Cincinnati Profile is our new
Yeah, it's the male
men's
version.
Yes.
Yeah.
And their cigar and bourbon.
Yes.
brand.
And it's not just for men either.
I know, I
love
would
their
get there.
cigars and bourbon.
I saw that and I was like, yes. Oh, let's see, cigars, bourbon, and men.
And hot
Yes,
Manhattan.
I
Yeah,
remember
and
that.
it's at the Lexus River Center. So
Ooh, it's
Hot
gorgeous.
Cigars,
Wonderful.
yes, is coming up Friday, May the 6th. You don't want to miss that. For more information and to hook your men up with Cincinnati Profile, go to cincinnatiprofile.com. And when we come back, we're going to have Jonathan Mezebov, Chris Berry, Amy Kirchen, and Lindsay Luzignolo, 4 of the hot designers from Cincinnati Fashion Week.
Cannot wait.
Yay.
So stay tuned.
Yay!
Pete do anything to get the team better. You asking him to go to third, to go to the outfield, he go out there and do his best.
What I needed was,
For a guy like Pete to come and say something like he said,
he's the best player I've ever played with. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
In typical Pete Rose fashion, he ended all suspense in his first at bat. As soon as he pulled up, the roar began.
Welcome back, everybody. As I said at the beginning of the show, we are so fortunate to have our really talented local Cincinnati Fashion Week designers, and I'd like to introduce them to you now. From your right, my left, whichever, we have Jonathan Mezebov, Lindsay Luzignolo, Chris Berry, and you all recognize Amy Kirchen from our inaugural show. And we're very fortunate to have them here as they're getting ready for Cincinnati Fashion Week. And I just wanted to take a few minutes with all of you and find out what it is you're working on and how you're getting ready. Jonathan, you have a beautiful line of men's shirts. And I wanted to have the guys here because, again, we talked a couple weeks ago that Cincinnati Fashion Week isn't just for the ladies. That's why we have our handsome gentleman here today. But Jonathan, you have a beautiful line of men's shirts available online. And they're not just for men. I already told him I'm ordering. There's a couple on there that I'm ordering and having tailored for myself. So if you could tell us about your shirts and what were your inspiration and how you got started real quick.
Well, I decided, I wanted to do one thing and do it really well. So I decided where could I make the biggest splash and the biggest imprint. And I thought I could do shirts and do it really well and fit a niche that I saw that was out there. So I launched my online store last summer, and I'm currently working on fall 2011 for Fashion Week. So I'm really excited to show that in a couple weeks.
And I love that you've got really amazing details on your shirts. There's some military-inspired details that I've seen, cuffs and collars, and what that's different can we expect from you other than what's on the website now? Because I'm sure you have a few surprises up your shirt sleeves.
For the new collection, the theme is Western Luxe. So there's going to be
Awesome.
some Western shirts, some tuxedo shirts, all with with plaids and some very roughed up fabrics, some deep hues, some purples and some blacks. So very masculine, sort of homage to the West, but with a little bit of some Euro sort of fits and subtleties to it. So a nice blend of those things.
Very nice. And Lindsay, you have an amazing collection of custom evening wear and bridal wear. So what can we look forward to from your line at Fashion Week?
Well, I'm rolling out a completely new line for fall 2011. I'll be showcasing my bridal collection as well as my evening wear and cocktail collections. So I've been working really hard on those, and I'm really excited to be showing them in Fashion Week.
And you've got an exciting new endeavor coming up. You're opening a new store, and it was through one of our very favorite Cincinnati endeavors, Candace Klein and her
Bad Girl
Bad
Ventures.
Girl Ventures. First of all, we love the name. Second
Yes.
of all, we love what's behind it. But tell us a little bit about your store opening.
Sure. Well, I was chosen as one of the 10 finalists for Bad Girl Ventures, and it's a highly localized startup company for women-owned businesses, founded by the amazing Candace Klein. And through that, I've started my business full-time. I'm opening up a studio on Main Street in downtown Over the Rhine, which I'm really excited about, to be a part of the movement and progressive culture here in Cincinnati. We love, and especially the emerging fashion scene, to kind of be amongst one of the amazing pioneers in the city for that. So I'll be opening late spring, and it will be a showroom and studio where I'll work with my clients and make beautiful dresses.
Very exciting. And
Thank
Chris, you have one of my favorite, my favorite themes, because your company is called Artfully Disheveled, which I love in a man. When he looks there's something a little...
You don't want him to be too buttoned up.
Exactly.
You don't want him to be too casual.
Exactly.
Just right in the middle.
But you know a lot of work has gone, that
Absolutely.
every detail is taken care of, but it doesn't look as if he's spent more time than you in the mirror.
That's
Because
the
I
key.
don't, exactly. I don't want to be with a man who spent more time with me in the mirror, but I
Exactly.
want him to look very well put together.
Absolutely.
And Artfully Disheveled is a line of just the most beautiful ties
Thank
and
you.
pocket squares.
Thank you.
And they all have, if you look very closely, they all have just wonderful details to them.
Yeah, we really want to tell a story through our ties. We started off with a very small, curated selection to test the waters, but we found a niche, and we're going to continue to grow. We're going to stay true to ties and bow ties and pocket squares, but branch out into some cashmere scarves for fall.
Oh, very nice.
So right now for Fashion Week, we're concentrating on Men's Refinery Night, which we're very excited to be a part of. It
That's right.
gives Jonathan and myself and a couple other Cincinnati designers an entire evening and platform to show that men's fashion style is very relevant in the Midwest and Cincinnati and throughout America.
Again, not just Fashion Week, not just for the ladies. And that's at the Christian Moorline Brewery.
That's at the
correct?
Christian Moorline Brewery. It's the Tuesday night of Fashion Week. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's all about style, and again, it's a men's night with Christian Moorline beer.
But ladies can go. Don't forget, we've talked about this before. Ladies can go, right?
Ladies are very encouraged.
So there's going to be beer and fashion and good-looking men.
And great-looking guys.
We're totally there. That's a Sensi chic must.
Absolutely.
And Amy was, of course, our inaugural guest, so we know about your shop that's opening soon in Milford. We're not going to miss that. But what are you doing? You must be like scrambling now between opening a store and your babies, and now Fashion Week is getting closer. What's going on? What's the latest with Amy Curtin?
I'm just finishing up my collection. I have a few things to finish and a lot of fittings coming up, and I'm ready. That's pretty much it. I'm ready.
I want whatever it is you eat or drink or whatever I need, because whenever we see you, you're juggling 10 million things and you've got it all going on. So I am just looking forward to seeing everybody's line at Fashion Week, and I am so glad you guys could all join us. And
Thank you for having me.
everything is beautiful that I've seen. Now, Jonathan, your line is strictly online, correct?
Correct,
So
for right now.
what is your website, and where can everybody order your beautiful shirts?
Thank you, JonathanMezabov.com.
Okay, and Lindsay, how can everybody right now, until your shop opens, how can they find your designs?
I'm at lindsaylusignola.com, and when the store opens in the end of May, come check me out at 1329 Main Street.
Okay, and Chris, Artfully Disheveled?
ArtfullyDisheveled.com, and we use social media a lot, so you can purchase our goods right on Facebook. And we're found at Pomegranate and Lime in Marymount. So there's a few different platforms you can pick up our goods.
Great, and Amy Curtin.
My website is amykirshen.com, and my store opens May 21st, and it's 205 Main Street, Milford, Ohio.
Wonderful, and of course, CincinnatiFashionWeek.com is where you can get your tickets and see everybody and go to the parties, and it's just going to be, start napping now, because it's going to be a week long of fabulous parties, fabulous events. So again, thank you all for joining us.
Thank
We're very
you.
excited to have you here. And please join us next week when we're going to have Mo Rouse, which we promised you for this week, but we're so fortunate to have you guys. And we're going to take a field trip to Mannequin across the street. So everybody take care. We'll see you soon.